In this episode, we will show you how to grow your castle quicker and faster. There are a few techniques and anybody could do it. All you will need is three things: timing, active alliance, and determination. I believe those are the three fundamental things you will need to get to your max level keep. So join me as we go through steps for you to grow. By the way, if you are not already subscribed to Ghost Gaming 83, please do so. It will help the channel out. Plus, you wouldn't want to miss new content every week, would you? So click on subscribe and smash that like button for me, will ya? Without further delay, let us dive into how to grow your castle. Welcome back. Let's say you are a beginner, you just started playing, or perhaps you saw a puzzle game being advertised, so you download Evany just to play that puzzle game, but instead you are playing a war game. You don't know how this game works, you also don't want to pay to play. You want to play for free, and you're looking for a way to level your keep at a faster rate. There are two ways of doing that. There's a shortage way, and that consists of busting out your wallet and feeding that paper currency, which they call money, to Evany. Or you can do it the other way, which there are vast obstacles you have to overcome. These obstacles are not hard, it just takes time. These are a few things you need to remember when you turtle your way through the game. First is alts. Yes, alts. You need a couple of alt accounts. You don't need a lot of alts, you only need 2. With 2 alts, you can bring in more than 3 billion resources a week. That's not including your main account, which you are leveling. Second, consider yourself turtling. You are in a defensive mode. As a defense, you want to utilize all resource production within your keep. You are not attacking anyone. You are only focusing your build to maximize the production line. Third, research. Choose the right research. Research can boost production and reduce your construction time. Fourth is resource boost. You can find resource boost in the black market. It will randomly show up. I would suggest every day go to the black market to see if there's any resource boost. If there is one that shows up, buy it. Fifth is gathering general. Have at least one of Queen Jindeok to gather the main alliance resource. Last but not least, join in on the boss rally. Join as many boss rally you can. All the boss drops will add up. Open those boxes when the time comes. Those are 6 ways you will grow at a fast pace. Let us go over them one by one. I will show you what I mean. Before we go further with details on what you will need to advance your growth faster, I forgot to mention, there are 2 events that will greatly contribute to your growth. The first event is the spending resource consumption event. The more resource you spend, you will get half of it back. That means you only spend half. The second event is the speed up consumption event. This event consists of 3 categories. There's the regular speed up consumption, a construction speed up consumption, and the healing speed up consumption. Just like this one we are having. This is a speed up consumption event, and as you can see, there are loads and loads of resources you can have returned to you depending on how much speed up you spent. These events are separated from each other by 1 week, so before you decide to spend all those resources, wait until resource consumption to start spending. Trust me, it will save you a load of resources. Anyways, back to what we need to do to grow. Alts, you will want them and you will need them. You can have as many alts as you want. To be honest, alts can be very high maintenance. If your alts are in the same alliance with you to join Boss Rally, the constant stamina you will be feeding it is insane. Depending on how active your alliance is, try your best to level your alt to level 30, and you can create a mini alliance for your alt to start farming in its alliance tile. As you can see, I have only 2 alts. The middle one and the right one. The left one is my main account. I use the middle one to farm tile on an alliance I once create. In a week it gathered close to 3 billion wood. It is only concentrated on wood gathering. The left account and the right account, I use it to join Boss Rally. I synced one account to another, and if one account joined, the other one joined. I know what you guys thinking. He's using bots. No, I am actually on the account and I am still in control of 2 accounts. It's just synced together. You can have more than 2 alts if you want. The question is, do you have the time to manage more than 2 accounts? And do you have the knowledge to use multiple accounts at once or not? If you don't, then you need to learn how to first. I will show you how to switch back and forth between multiple accounts on your phone, but that will be in another video. Anywho, alts are a great way to gather and earn boss drops. In-keep production. What's that? The majority don't really care much about in-keep production at all. But let me tell you, it is a wonderful thing to have. One thing to keep in mind is the constant construction you need to be doing. The more your castle idle, the slower your leveling progress will be. In that case, why not upgrade all your resource production? Let's take a look of what is the status of each resource. My farms. Let's see the production rate. On a single farm, the output of its resource for 1 hour is 78,000 plus 705,340. That would equal to 783,340. For 12 hours, it would equal to 9.4 million resources. If you add all the farm plots I currently have, which are 6 farm plots, 56.4 million food for 12 hours. That will include a resource boost as well, and we will get to that in a little bit. This calculation goes for the same to other resources. Always remember to upgrade your resource plots to your current castle level. In every single game that I played, research plays a very important role. It will determine whether to create or break an account. Having the wrong research can cost you, and I really mean cost you. It is very expensive. You are talking about in-game gold. Imagine how many damn Vikings you have to do to regain those gold you placed in the wrong research slot. I don't even want to even think about it. Let us take a look at what type of research we can do to increase the in-keep production rate. Once you open up research, click on advancement if you are not already in there. As you can see, the first 4 tabs are Grazieri, Scythe, Felling Axe, and Bucksaw. You need to max it out, then go down to construction and max that out too. You really don't need to put points into gathering talent because you are not going to gather much, especially when you have an active alliance that runs boss all the time. Go down to typography and max that out. After you max typography, go down and max out advanced agriculture, advanced masonry, advanced lumbering, and advanced mining. Further down, you will repeat and max all talents that increase production. Also max out silo on your way downward. After completing the advancement tab, head to the defense tab. In the defense tab, you will max out the advanced stockpile. What this does is increase your resource protection. On your way down, you will need to max out your research for cooking. Cooking research is for reducing the food consumption of your troops. Remember, anything that has increased production, research it. Another thing to remember, if you have a chance to pick a subordinate city, pick China. This will increase your in-keep resource production speed by 20%. Another way of increasing production is through resource buffs. You can obtain these resource buffs from the black market. Let us take a look at the buffs I currently have activated. To find out your resource status and buffs, you can click on your keep, click on detail, and drag all the way down until you reach where it says total resource production. You can see the amount being buffed up. It will be highlighted in green. Those are the total for all the resource plots I currently have. What do these resource buffs look like? If you click on your keep, then click on city buff. In the pop-up window, if you are buffing the right buff, you will see food production, lumber production, stone production, and ore production. These are resource buffs. How to obtain these buffs? As I said before, you can obtain these buffs from the black market. Let us go into the black market to see if there's any resource buff that will show up. Find your market build, click on it, and then click on the black market. There's one resource buff, and it is for lumber. These buffs will randomly show up, so when it does show up, make sure you buy it, or you can shuffle your way until you find some. These buffs are very useful if you have a lot. Once again, it will take time to accumulate. Let's say you have a nap server, and you are not on much to join Boss Rally. For you to be able to obtain resources is to send out marches to gather from the world tile. There are a couple of things that can help you obtain more resources and gather them quicker. There are a few gathering generals you can obtain in the tavern. Let us go through those generals. To view all the generals, click on the tavern, and then you are going to click on Recruit. Once the Recruit General window opens, you will need to click on Portraits. This will open a list of generals under specific cultures. Let us take a look at some of the possible generals you can obtain for your resource gathering. In the European side, if you scroll down, you will see Gaius Marius and Constans. Those are the only two purple generals within the European tab. Gaius Marius will give you a 30% increase buff for your ore gathering and also increase your lumber and stone gathering speed of 15%. Constans, on the other hand, will bring back 20% of the resource from the world map and also troop loads by 20%. Not bad, but fair enough. In the Japan tab, there is only one general, and he is Shimazu Yoshihiro. He is a food gathering general. He will bring back an extra 30% of resources from farms on the world map and also increase the gathering speed by 10%. Last but not least, in the Others tab, if you scroll all the way down, there are two generals, Attila and Princess Lucy. Attila will contribute to increasing the troop load by 75%. You can also use Attila to extract other castle resources when attacking them. He will bring back 75% of the resource load from that castle. Princess Lucy, on the other hand, will increase your gathering speed by 15%. These are all purple generals, but the best one to get is Queen Jindeok. This general will bring back an extra 40% of resources from the world map and an extra 20% of resources from the Alliance resource spot. Queen Jindeok is a premium general. She often will appear in the tavern. You can obtain this general once she appears. Apart from a war game and far past gathering, getting tons of resources is not that hard. All you need is an active alliance. If the server is all English server, we all go to sleep together and we all wake up together. But if there's another time zone on the server, people from the eastern side of the map, they will be awake and running bosses while the west is asleep. Rotate boss running. Boss can be rallied 24 hours a day this way. Joining rallies is the fastest and quickest ways on getting resources. It is not only the resource that you can acquire from boss drops, you can also get speed-ups, materials, artwork, monarch experience, prestige, alliance honor, and so on. I would recommend you join your alliance and run as many bosses as you can, and you will have the number of resources and speed up to grow faster and stronger. I hope all these information that I'm giving you helps you level your way through this competitive war game. If you are a returning subscriber, I welcome you back to the channel. If you have not subscribed to Ghost Gaming 83, please do. It doesn't take long and it'll help the channel in the long run. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and of course turn on your notification for future video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you back on Ghost Gaming 83.